emotional. Give me a second to compose myself, please. Sorry I didn't stand up earlier, but when the Anderson twins called me Mr. Grinch, I want you to know that did not upset me because I've been called that since first grade, and the scars are thick, so it bounced right off. I'll start the speech now. Isn't this awesome? Red Rocks Amphitheater. And my mullet. Spectacular vistas at their absolute best. I'll bet I'm not the first person that's ever stood on this stage with a mullet, and I won't be the last. There's a post-it note on this that says, "Love you, Charlie."
That's your mother.
Whoa. Dr. Calhoun, staff, family and friends of the graduates, and the Castleview High School class of 2013, that didn't even faze me. Thank you for the privilege of speaking to you this evening. I am both honored and grateful. Many of you know me as a person who likes to tell stories and jokes around quite a bit, but what is happening here tonight is not a joke. We are gathered to celebrate one of the most important milestones in your life, your graduation from high school. With that said, let's talk about duct tape. Duck, can you guys hear me? Okay. Duck, D-U-C-K, tape was invented during World War II to waterproof ammunition containers, and after the war, it was used to seal the ductwork and home ventilation systems. It was renamed Duck, D-U-C-T tape. This tape has also been used to temporarily close stab wounds and fix small planes. The state of Alaska requires that every small aircraft have a roll of duct tape on board. The Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia used duct tape to seal off a containment door at its $214 million emerging infectious diseases laboratory after the ventilation system had failed. The ventilation was fixed, but the tape remained around the door for over a year. I could go on and on, as there are hundreds of uses for duct tape ranging from fashions to auto repair. Duct tape's widespread popularity has earned it a strong place in our culture. The point, duct tape is typically transformed and used for something other than its designed purpose. America has undergone a series of transformations of its own, and in the process has become one of the most affluent countries in the world. There are many positive things that are a result of this prosperity. Life expectancy has nearly doubled since 1900. Infant mortality has dropped significantly, and overall health has improved due to a decrease in chronic diseases that typically resulted in death only 70 years ago. However, this prosperity has also led to the development of a condition known as affluenza. Not influenza, but affluenza. It is a term that has been coined to describe a condition that occurs when people view the acquisition of material goods as a measure of their worth at the expense of more enduring values or qualities. The term suggested as an ailment of the wealthy, but it affects all socioeconomic and cultural backgrounds in the U.S. The effects of affluenza include the inability to delay gratification, failure to tolerate frustration, and lacking the ability to maintain interest in anything requiring real effort. Like duct tape being a quick and easy fix, Americans want things quickly and easily. We often lack the patience to do things the right way. When we constantly indulge ourselves, we become insulated from the challenges that life brings. This can lead to a type of frailty, which suggests that we are easily defeated and are in constant need of help. Some things are not supposed to happen quickly or come easily. Sometimes there may not be a shortcut. I'm a science guy, and I find that nature often provides lessons for us. In my filing cabinet at home, I have a Great Ones file where I save articles and stories that are both powerful and inspirational. I would like to share a story from that file, and it involves bugs, because bugs are cool. A man found a cocoon of an emperor moth and took it home so he could watch the moth come out of the cocoon. One day, a small opening appeared. The man sat and watched the moth for several hours as it struggled to force its body through the space. Then it seemed to stop making any progress. To the man, it appeared as if the moth had gotten as far as it could in breaking out of the cocoon and was stuck. So out of sincere kindness, he decided to help the moth. He used a pair of scissors to snip off the remaining bit of its cocoon so that the moth could get out. Soon the moth emerged, but it had a swollen body and small shriveled wings. The man continued to watch the moth, expecting that in time the wings would enlarge and expand to be able to support the body, which would simultaneously contract to its proper size. Neither happened. In fact, the moth spent the rest of its life crawling around with a swollen body and shriveled wings. It was never able to fly. The man, in his unwitting kindness and haste, did not understand that the restricting cocoon and the struggle required for the moth to get through the tiny opening was how fluid was forced from the body into the wings. Thus, the moth would be ready for flight once it achieved its freedom from the cocoon. This story illustrates that the defining moments in people's lives are usually struggles or difficulties of some kind. It also reveals that well-intentioned people remove so-called barriers for those that they love, in effect, crippling them. Just as the moth could only achieve flight as a result of struggles, we often need to battle to become all that we were intended to be. Sometimes we wish God would remove our struggles and take away all the obstacles. But just as the man crippled the emperor moth, so would we be crippled if God did that for us. He doesn't take away our trials and tribulations, but promises to be with us in the midst of them, using them to restore us, molding us into better and stronger human beings. The book of James says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything." Although our prosperity in general is good, it can rob us of the maturity and strength that comes from struggling. The following quote speaks to this. "The human race has had long experience and a fine tradition in surviving adversity, but we now face a task for which we have little experience, the task of surviving prosperity." Alan Gregg, Rockefeller Foundation educator. So, how can we survive affluenza? The following three things will help. Have courage. As you sit here tonight, wondering about the direction of your life and what path you will take, you must know that trials are unavoidable, and regardless of the course you choose, it will have its own unique difficulties. To look at this challenge as an opportunity takes courage. Secondly, take action. As you move forward, you will likely make some mistakes along the way, maybe even fail. But by taking action, you will learn, grow, and become more confident. Effectively, you will earn the right. Earn the right is a phrase I use often, and it speaks to the idea that through experience and informed perspective, we earn the right to move forward. Some cultures have rituals in which a young person is put into a difficult situation to develop maturity and demonstrate their ability to persevere. To become men in the Amazon Sadere Mawe tribe, boys as young as 12 have to wear ceremonial gloves filled with stinging bullet ants. Each ant has neurotoxins that cause pain 30 times greater than the sting of a common wasp. Does my mullet look beautiful in this breeze or what?
That got their attention.
If you'll try and pay attention to what I'm saying, I know it's kind of a distraction, but do your best. The boys have to wear the gloves for 10 minutes, 20 different times to become a man. It has been my experience that preset rituals were not needed. Trials found me. Looking back, I am thankful for that. Lastly, be humble. Struggles keep us humble, but as you start to achieve success, feel blessed and learn how to balance humility and the confidence that comes with accomplishment. This requires special effort, so remember this quote by Robert Montgomery, American writer and poet. If you achieve success, you will get applause. And if you get applause, you will hear it. My advice to you concerning applause is this: enjoy it, but never quite believe it. In closing, you may be asking yourself, how will you prepare for life after high school? This is an extremely difficult question to answer when you consider that the top 10 jobs in 2010 did not even exist in 2004. Technology information is doubling every 2 years. What is current in 2013 can be obsolete in 2015. Embrace this challenge using the timeless qualities of courage, taking action, and humility, and you will be successful in your journey. Tonight, I have spoken about how struggling can be a crucial part of the transformation process and about how duct tape has been a part of many different transformations. But duct tape has never been a part of a more important transformation than the one taking place tonight.
He's going to do something with his mullet.
No, he's gonna.
I was supposed to stay behind the podium. Once you cross this line, your lives will never be the same. To the class of 2013, congratulations. God bless.